Many college students save up their money so they can afford to go on trips with friends for spring break. That's exactly what one NC State student did, but his trip was nothing like your typical spring break.
Wolfpack! Wolfpack!
Wolfpack Nation is growing in the most unlikely place. East Africa.
Those kids are like my friends. It's not any kind of, I go over there to like help them or anything like that. Like we have relationships.
AJ Cole has spent his last 5 spring breaks at Mountain Park Academy in Nakuru, Kenya.
I went from that Friday before spring break, sitting in a class where kids are, looking at their MacBook Pros, to the next Monday I'm in a classroom thousands of miles across the world, and there's kids taking notes in the margins of newspapers they dug out of the trash can.
It is not simply deliverance from sins.
The average income in Nakuru is about $1 a day, and only 10% of high schoolers go on to college.
I mean, it's outrageous, and they know that the education is their best chance at like a good life, and they know how competitive it is. So like the level of sincerity in the classroom is completely different.
AJ Cole is a punter on the NC State football team and recognizes what he can do with that platform.
The exposure that me playing football has given the Kenya Project has allowed kids to get sponsorship. It's taken a huge weight off their family and is really helping their lives.
Since 2015, for $25 a month, AJ has sponsored a young man named Benedict.
My name is Benedict. I'm 16 years old. My sponsor is AJ. He is one of my best friends. He's wonderful. He likes making jokes. I just like him.
Now Benedict is able to live on the school's campus and not have to walk several miles each day to school.
Seeing people show up to church in soccer cleats because that's their best pair of shoes, like the list goes on and on. For some people that might just be $25 a month, the minus category in their checking account. But like to me, like that's like a kid who that just made a significant difference in their life.
AJ's passion inspired one of NC State's football coaches, Aaron Henry.
I think oftentimes, especially in this life, we get so caught up in the glitz and glamour of things and winning games, which all of us want to do. That's how we secure our jobs, but seeing a young man do that on a consistent basis every single year, when he could have been going to spring break somewhere else, and he's dedicating his time and effort and his money, when he doesn't have much to kids and changing their lives, changing their eternity. I'm beyond thankful for him.
6, 7, 8.
This spring, Coach Henry chose to spend his break with AJ in Africa.
I know as a coach, we always talking about setting an example for our players. I thought, how cool would it be for me to follow one of my players to Africa and have an incredible experience. For
Coach Henry, it wasn't just Africa that was an eye-opening experience, but AJ himself.
Those kids remember him. They remember him, and they're screaming his name before he can even make it onto the campus when they see him coming down. And you would think that AJ's running a show. It's like he's running a Fortune 500 company, and you don't know his age. He's not 20, 21, 22 years old.
AJ learned about the Kenya Project through the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and started going to Africa in high school.
I've never gone to bed hungry, and that's something that so many people over there and so many people across the world deal with and go through on a daily basis. It's easy to live your life in America and not really think about that.
I don't think people understand, and our players understand, how special, and when I mean special, how special AJ Cole is. He loves those kids.
The experience encouraged Coach Henry to sponsor 8 children.
We fed them bread and soda one day, like a loaf of bread and a soda pop. And to see these babies stand in line for that loaf of bread and soda, it was like the coolest thing in the world, because I think when you get back over here, we throw away food like it's nobody's business here, and I get it, we're in another country, but those people are so thankful for everything. The greatest example was I gave this young man a piece of a Snicker bar, and he had to be like 5 or 6 years old. And he broke the little bitty piece of Snicker bar that I gave him into like 6 different pieces. In that moment, it was like a self-check to me. I complain about when the water's too hot or too cold. They just want water, clean water.
I've never gone over there with someone who's came back and been like, that wasn't worth it. Like, I don't care what the dollar signs say. When you take that leap, like, it's very rewarding.
AJ's getting ready for his final season with the Wolfpack and hopes to go to the NFL once he graduates. Coach Henry says no matter what he does, AJ's impact on our world will be remembered.
He's a really good ball player, a really good punter, you know, and so I think that helps him. It's going to work out in his favor because that young man is absolutely anointed. I mean, he's called a young man like AJ. Those are the people that change the world after they leave this university.
The opportunity I have to be a collegiate athlete is so incredible, and if I'm not using that to help others, it's selfish. And that's, in my mind, why people are given great platforms and great responsibilities, because we need to use that opportunity to help other people.
AJ told me he hopes to return to Kenya every year. His mission is to get as many kids sponsored as possible. If you're interested in sponsoring a child, all you have to do is go to thekenyaproject.org. On the home screen, scroll down, double click on sponsor a child, and the instructions on how to do so are right there. Again, it's just $25 a month for a chance to save a child's life.